Hey Libra, this is your reading for the month of July. What I like to do is I start with just letting you know a vision I had during my meditation time beforehand. And then from there, I do tarot and oracle decks as guided. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate for all of you. So just take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, I'll go ahead and put in the description below a website where you can check out the rest of your chart. So this is for Libra, but it can be if you have Libra in your sun, moon, rising, Mercury, Mars, or Venus, as far as like in your chart, in your birth chart. Generally, if you have Libra in your sun, moon, and rising, though, like it can be really prominent for you, to where this reading would be valid for you. And then I'll also go ahead and put a link, or no, that's what I said, a link where you can check that. But also I'll put the just the decks I use in the description below as well. So so let's get started. For you guys, as far as the vision goes, what I got was, it was kind of like an old school washboard, to clean clothes, like wet clothes, I believe always it was. But there was the idea that, that the washboard might be a little bit rough. So either it was rough, or there was this fear in you, or this fear in general of what if it's rough and it might be damaging the clothes. It might be like abrasive, almost like a shredder is like what I was kind of like imagining. And so I'm not sure if that's because it really was, or because there was always this fear of like, well, what if it is? What if it's too rough? So yeah, I mean, I can get ideas as to what that means. However, I do want to go into the cards, so I'm not pushed any direction just by that. But yeah, that way we can get a full picture. So yeah, so what I want to do, I'm going to be starting to do this a little bit differently. This month I've been doing some of the readings a little bit differently than I have in the past. So, and your guys' is going to be one of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to do basically an energy check first off as to your energy coming in for the month of July, and then what you're encountering, whether that's what you're confronting, going against, just encountering, or and that can be inside in you, that can be outside of you, that can be in a relationship situation. It depends. It is as it is, but just in general, the energy you're encountering and the energy you're bringing in. Spirit guide universe, what message do you have for, I was gonna say July, for Libra for the month of July, as far as their energies and the energies they're encountering? What do you have to show on this, especially in regards to the vision that you've given so far? What is the message they need to hear? Like one or two more. So let's do two here, and I don't do reversals. This is your energy, and the energy you are confronting. 3 or 4, let's see. It's 2, 3. Confronting or encountering, either way. Another one. Yeah. Okay. So as far as this goes, right off the bat, I can say, well, here we go. 7 of Cups, 2 of Swords, Six of Coins, Judgment card, Six of Swords, and the Princess of Wands. Just basically like, yeah, so it's basically like the Page of Wands. So, got here is Seven of Cups is generally about a decision. However, I do feel like, well, it's about a decision, choosing, you know, options. But there's an element of kind of being empathic as to the outcomes, or, you know, who it can be affecting, whatever choice you make. So it's kind of like you're connecting in that. There's this emotional connection with each choice that makes it a little bit harder to make the choice. Also, again, this is like in your head, stuck in your head. So I feel like some of you guys, you may have come to a place where you need to make a choice, and you're trying to choose between two things right now. Maybe you've narrowed it down and it's two things, or maybe it's just, you know, you're kind of in your head as far as like trying to make the choice. I feel like some of you, it may be more than two things. However, either way, it's you're trying to choose a path. Also, there's an element like she's clothed almost in smoke. So I feel like what is surrounding you right now might feel like smoke and mirrors for some of you. There might be a thing of, you know, well, maybe not everything's what it seems. So how am I going to make this choice? Hence why she's also laying down, and she's just like really trying to rest in it, because it's like you guys might not have felt like you've had all the information to make the choice. You might not have felt, whether you have the information or not, you might not have felt like you can trust in the different options. Like maybe, you know, it's kind of, you don't feel like you know everything maybe. Or like I said, you just might for some reason not feel like you can trust in the options. Whether maybe some of them might be feeling like they're too good to be true, or maybe, honestly, maybe some of the options are really dull. Like it might feel like it's a lose-lose thing where it's like, okay, really, this is really considered options. Like either way, it kind of sucks. You know, that kind of energy. Like maybe some of you guys might be going through that. It's not for sure though. It's not that has to be the case. However, there may be a few of you that may be in that boat more so. As far as what you guys are coming to, Six of Coins is like an element of giving. Generally, it's like she's giving to them, but it feels like they're like higher above her in a way. So it feels like in some ways I feel like for some of you, you guys are receiving this energy. Like you're receiving these options. It's almost like these things you're being given are really like the options. So that's why it also feels like a weight, like a heavier weight. Not saying it's heavy, but you know, like that kind of weight. So yeah, it's like you're kind of just sitting down and you're like, okay, well, which one of these is going to work for me? These are all supposed to be blessings, but like they're all just getting thrown at me. Like, I don't know. It feels very weird. Like with the Judgment card, I mean, Judgment is also about going into the present, past, and future as far as looking into those areas and really, you know, changing what needs to change, you know, in order to have the correct outcome, the outcome that you want. Although in order to do that, what it is really is about forgiving the past and forgiving maybe things that didn't go your way, or things that, you know, didn't go as you planned, things that you might have seen yourself as feeling like you screwed up and stuff, and forgiving that, forgiving yourself, forgiving all that, so that you can open the ways, the channels for new energy, for better energy, for a better outcome, just a different path in general, so you're not tied to that negativity. So some of you guys might be coming here and you're coming to these decisions being put on you, and you're like, wait a sec, like I need to see these things for what they are, and I'm not going to be able to see these things for what they are until I make peace with my past. And so ultimately, yeah, it's like I feel like that's what you're doing. Some of you may be actually making a physical move to leave a situation. But it's in this heart of making peace with my past, I feel like. I mean, it could be seen as running away. Maybe some people do see you as running away. However, I feel like in the energy, you're coming to this place of needing judgment, and this is the same color as this. So it's like you're like coming back to this and being like, okay, you know what? I mean, I have 6 and 6, but it's like, I don't know. I just feel like you're taking that energy. You're like, okay, well, I'm gonna jump on one of these choices. I'm gonna do that in the heart of, you know, as I said, as you need, you know, you might be doing it in the heart of, you know, after you've made peace with your past. You guys need to do that regardless, it seems like. But ultimately, when you do that, you come to a place of this potential or this messenger of, this messenger of, it's wands, so it's fire, but it's like creativity, passion, that kind of energy. Swords is a lot of times in the mental, so you might be, this move might just be in your mentality, you know, changing, shifting gears as far as your thoughts. Coins can be material and financial. And so, yeah, cups is, you know, emotions and intuition. But yeah, so this is, you know, it's potential for creative and passionate pursuits. However, I do feel like she's kind of just got her hand out, and it's almost like she's there and she's like giving you this message and she's shown up for you. And now she's waiting for your response. So in some ways, it's like she's a messenger. However, in order for you to, she's waiting for you to be your own messenger, if that makes sense. She's waiting for you to speak up, to connect. And this is green, so it's like the heart chakra. So I feel like it's like, in order to connect, like you're supposed to connect to your heart. You're supposed to connect. You're supposed to work on these things. And as you do, it'll meet up into your heart chakra to where you can be healing in your heart chakra and open up your heart chakra more in this new phase, so that these options can actually, one, be fruitful more rather than just looking like dull choices, but rather be fruitful, and you'll get the most out of what you're coming up to, or, you know, what you're meeting up with, this energy or these options and these life choices, paths, whatever. But again, some of you may be, like I said, on a physical journey. Especially, I know she's like in the thing here in the flowers, but I feel like she's kind of almost, in my mind's eye, I see her like in a chariot, not saying the chariot card, but like seeing her on like some kind of moving thing in my mind. So I do feel like some of you guys are either moving or feeling like you're being transported. I feel like there's a feeling of, this is moving and I can't really do anything about it, so I'm just going with this. I'm going with the, some of you guys, it might be outcome of my decisions or the outcome of the circumstances, and it is shifting you. So let's see as far as what the game plan needs to be for you guys, though, coming up. Libra, I hope that's resonating so far. Oh, actually, before I do this, hold on. Let's see what, so the theme, overall theme of what we just saw, what is the theme? Spirit, God, universe, 8 of Wands, everything's coming at you fast. I feel like it's coming at you fast, but I feel like some of you guys are like, it's also, it can be you're throwing things out fast, not throwing things out like out of, like not trash, but throwing out, you know, like throwing your swords or throwing your arrows fast or whatever. And that's what it is. I feel like these things are coming fast and you're like, okay, I guess I have to shift because this is what's happening and I need to just go with the flow. I need to just go with this. And I need to make my choices. So that is very fitting for that. So that's cool. Let's see. So as far as your path, your action steps that you need to be taking in July in order to have the best outcome and deal with these energies and deal with yourself and the energies correctly. Let's see. Spirit, God, universe, what is the action steps? Oh, yeah. Wait. Okay, so washboard, I want to say washboard abs for some reason. Maybe some of you guys are working on washboard abs. Maybe some of you guys are like in this place of, let me build myself up. Summer's coming up. Let's get this going. You know, like I don't want to deal with, all these different choices. I'm going to make my own choice. I'm not saying that you're not going to deal with that, but you know what I mean. Basically having control in an area that you feel like you may be able to control the easiest. And that may or may not be a good thing. It may be, you know, like I said, a good thing because it's something you're doing for yourself. However, it could also, I feel like saying this, it could also be a distraction of, let me work on this so that I don't have to work on other things. There may be somebody that needs to hear that. So washboard abs, if it's a distraction, be true to yourself, be honest with yourself. What are you working on and what are you running from? Okay, so as far as 4 is like foundation stability. So you might be trying to build up a foundation. Again, you're trying to work on this foundation, work on things. Again, there might be one of you, some of you, whatever. It may be washboard abs is part of it. So as far as the vision goes, what I was saying, the washboard and feeling like it may be a little bit rougher. So it's like when you're cleaning something, you're cleaning your clothes, when you're cleaning your clothes, you may feel like, it could damage the clothes, it could damage things. Maybe it feels like a shredder, or that's a question that, okay, well, if I'm actually cleaning with this, like, is this going to actually shred it, or is this going to actually help? It may be how you feel with the Judgment card. It's like, okay, well, here I am, I'm coming to a place that I need to make peace with my past, but is making peace with my past going to get me stuck in my past? Am I going to destroy where I'm at right now? And yes, some of you guys will destroy where you're at right now, not because you'll actually destroy it in a bad way, but rather because where you're at is the step that you're basically trying to get over in order to get to the next step. So basically you won't be on the same path once you make peace with your past, and you are able to move forward and attract new energy and basically open up more options and pathways that you didn't have access to before. So yes, it may destroy it. It may be like a tower element where one door closes and others open. However, if that's what happens, that's what's supposed to happen, and that's you bringing in the new energy. And there is no need to fear that if you are actually cleaning your clothes. I'm trying to think as I'm going in this, like I said, I don't feel like it's actually shredding. I mean, there might be some of you that you might be, again, going into this shredding place of like going too hard on the stuff as you're trying to clean things. And maybe the focus is on judgment rather than the Judgment card as I described. Maybe you are judging yourself, and maybe it's coming to a place where you kind of get stuck in that. Hence, you kind of grate at the clothes and it ruins the clothes. But that's not the intention. The intention is to forgive your past, forgive things in your past, forgive how, outcomes may have gone differently. It's to forgive that. So it's not for the purpose of making sure that you have an enemy, which would be you in that scenario, if that's what you're trying to do. No, you're not your enemy. You don't need to do that. You just need to forgive the past, forgive yourself, love yourself, see yourself as the choices you made was the best you could do at that time, at the limited knowledge. Regardless, today's a new day. You have the freedom to make different choices. You don't have to be stuck to that past energy. Even if it wasn't so much choice-based and just things blew up in your lap and you are very, it's hard for you to start back up anew when you feel like things are just going to blow up again. Even if it's something like that, just forgive that, understand that, that was a different time, that maybe there was lessons to be learned in that. And this is a new time, and you're not bound to that reality anymore. You're not bound to being in your past anymore. As far as, let me go back into this a little bit too. So Princess of Wands, like I said, can be a potential messenger for creativity and passion. I feel like a lot of you as well, as you do this, you'll gain your power back. Maybe some of you it'll be in artistic areas. Maybe some of you it'll just be your voice, your passionate voice, your, what you heard. This is the Two of Swords card. It's the mental, but it's very it's orange. It's like sacral and solar plexus. I mean, sacral more. But I do feel like the wands, it's like a fiery energy. It just feels like it'll come together more once, you've gone through this place of forgiving and moving forward instead of being stuck in the past or stuck energetically in the past of, because as soon as we, like I said, as soon as we as soon as we judge ourselves for the past, judge ourselves for our past, we accept that reality again. we basically come out of the now and we go into the past, and we it's almost like we tell ourselves that that's all we're capable of. And as soon as we forgive the past, then we cut ties with that, and we start almost like reprogramming ourselves to trust that there's other options out there, and we're capable of choosing other options or choosing other outcomes or finding other outcomes. So it frees our energy up. I hope that is easy enough to understand. Yeah. Spirit Guide Universe, what's the game plan for Libra for the month of July? What is the game plan for Libra? What's the game plan for Libra? Especially in regards to the readings so far, the vision so far, all that good stuff. What's the game plan for Libra? Really quick, and some of you guys, this is the decision to take that move, because she's looking at the water, she's looking at that, and it's like, well, not looking because she's covered up, but it's like you're facing that. So some of you guys, you're at the place to choose to say, okay, I am gonna move on from holding on to the past, that if I need to make these kind of decisions, if I need to receive this energy, if I need to receive it, and as you receive that Six of Coins energy, as you receive from the universe, you give to the universe, or yeah, you give, like you become loving. It like, I don't know how to explain, but it's like adorns her. So it's like she becomes like this, it's almost like leader in it. Like as you receive the love that you're given, you become an example of how to receive that love, so that other people start being able to receive it and they start feeling loved. So yeah, it's like you choose that path, and yeah, so you're opening up whole new opportunities for yourself, Libra. Oh, wait. Yeah, I already did the bottom of that card. Okay. So 3 or 4, I think 4. 9 of Cups. 7 of Wands. 8 of Swords. And 2 of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So 9 of Cups is, you know, being at peace with you and yourself. So, I mean, understanding that power that you hold, and just being at peace, even being alone. But not seeing it as like, oh, well, I'm alone or you're lacking. No, like not feeling it as any kind of lacking, but rather a blessing that you're able to go into yourself and you're able to have this solitude. And really getting closer to yourself in that. 7 of Wands is defending your energy. I feel like some of you guys, in order to do this, you may be needing to defend your energy, whether it's from old past background stuff, old past patterns, or just defending your energy as far as to yourself, like basically like defending that position. Once you find this position, you defend it, and you're like, no, this is how I'm going to stay. Like, I want to feel this solitude. I want to feel this. There's nothing wrong with me being alone. Like, I feel like some of you guys, it's like you guys are literally going to be maybe dealing with cognitive dissonance in a sense, where you're like needing to tell part of yourself, like, no, I'm okay being alone. Like, this is okay. If those of you that are, you know, alone, or it's just that energy of I'm okay needing to do this on my own, or needing to make this choice or do this way. So yeah, it'll be this whole, like, I'm okay. And it'll be like a rushing in. I feel like for some of you guys, you're like rushing in and you're like, okay, I'm alone, I'm doing this. And it's like you're rushing in to fight that energy, because I feel like it's almost like it's all the same hands. It looks like, well, not exactly, but I feel like it is. So it's like, it just feels like it's like, for some of you, it's parts of yourself. Some of you, you might be, you know, like beating them off with a stick. You're like, no, I'm good being alone. I'm good. And not from a bad place, but rather in a place of defending your position, defending this peace that you found. So defending this, I feel like this safety, this covering that you're creating for yourself as you make this change, as you do this. Because it's like, I feel like the Seven of Wands, I know this is 8, but still, I feel like as soon as you accept the Seven of Wands, or like not accept, but as soon as you, or no, hold on, let me say something. There's a need to be careful here though, because as you defend, like, oh, I'm okay being alone, I'm okay being alone, then it's kind of easy, like, to almost do what I said as far as like the Judgment card. Remember when I said that when you fight off those things, when you, or not fight off, when you go to a place of judgment in yourself, you know, it's easy to adopt the past again. So it's like, you can say I'm okay being alone, but you can't make it to where that becomes so much your reality to where suddenly you always feel like everyone's always against you being alone. You know, that can't be a new paradigm. You know, you can't have that, because as soon as that happens, then you come to a place of, I'm in my head now. I'm stuck in my head and I feel like I'm trapped because there's so much energy wanting me not to be alone, and back and forth, and I want to be alone and I want to do this, and I'm trapped. So you can't go to that place. You defend your territory, you get out, and you stay back into your happy place immediately. Does that make sense? Because you don't want to get stuck in this, because ultimately, I mean, you don't want to get stuck in this, but again, this is just a matter of knowing the truth, knowing that you're not in a cage. If your eyes are closed and you're in your head, you're going to feel like you're in a cage when you're looking at this energy of 8 of Swords. So it's going to feel like a mental prison. But as soon as your eyes are open, you'll see, oh, I could just walk out of this. Heck, you could probably even use one of those swords to cut that off, you know? So you're totally not trapped. It's just, it's really easy to think you are trapped when you give more power to those outside energies that want to, not that want to, but that seem to conflict with your desire to be alone. I hope that's making sense. But ultimately it's surveying. So you get out of that, you understand this, you know that this isn't permanent, and this is something you can get out of. This is even something you can get out of. It's not a permanent state. They're not more real than you. And then you're able to see the options clearly. You're able to see this clearly. You're able to see you survey the options and make your decision with you, with the world in your hand, with your power, with all this stuff. You can see things clearly, but you have to do this first, and you have to always make sure that you don't give too much power to that conflicting energy, because even though it is real and you have to defend yourself, you have to defend this position, you defend this position from here, not from here to where suddenly you're in this darkness. Or not darkness, but you know what I mean? It's almost like it's a shadow. It's like, oh no, I need to go into battle, and the battle might be like really shady and dark, and it's like, no, you come back here always. This is your home base, and you can fight from here even. So I hope that resonates for you guys. Oh yeah, I'm not done yet. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, apparently that card needs to be seen, I guess. I don't know. We'll put it aside here. I will say though, the theme for all that, let's see, what is it for you guys? It is the 6 of Pentacles. 6 of Pentacles, just like this guy. 6 of Coins. It's giving. It's giving, and honestly, I feel like in this case, no, it is giving, but it feels almost receiving too. But yeah, it's giving. So it's giving your energy, putting your energy, being mindful of where your energy, and some of you guys, like I said, this could be a business thing. I mean, Cups, Wands, Swords, Wands. I mean, yeah, this is all over the place. But yeah, it's knowing where you're putting your energy, where you're putting your time. Are you putting your energy into deciding these guys are the bad guys and you're constantly in battle, and then therefore you get stuck? Or are you giving your energy to knowing that this is your truth and this is your reality and this is your reality? So be mindful of where you're giving. And I will show this card because it just fell, but I wanted to, let's just do it this way first. All right. Spirit Guide Universe, what message do you have for Libra in regards to this vision? Oh, wait. So, yeah, exactly. Is it a shredder for the washboard analogy? Is it a shredder or is it a washboard? It can be whatever you choose it to be. If you get stuck in it, it becomes a shredder. If you know to use it correctly and you just wash your clothes, it cleanses you, gives you freedom from, I guess, the dirt and grime and the old past stuff that no longer serves you, and you're able to be here. So yeah, Spirit, God, Universe, what message do you have? Holy crap, apparently a few. Let's see, I'm gonna, I feel like, okay, I feel like this isn't as much, but this is, and something in there could be. So let's go with this one first. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Because when you get here, sometimes you can get stuck in a place of fear. Same with there, and then it takes you here. Thank you for expanding my perceptions so that I can see what is of the highest good. So when you have that high, especially look, he's like, they're like up high and everything there too. So, let's see. Let's just go like this. I don't know if this is gonna work. Okay, maybe this isn't gonna work. I don't know, this is like such a small little pile I have here. Let's just go for it. This one. I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. So again, when you come to this place of not judgment, but you know, you're confronted with the past that you have that you need to address, you find a deeper meaning and personal growth when you're able to move past that and you're able to forgive. However, if you stay there, that's different. So, let's go this one. I choose to learn through love. There you go. As you give, as you love on yourself, you forgive yourself. You know, you open up all these doors. I'm gonna put, or no, I guess these two too, fine. Okay. I witness the darkness and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. Yeah, pretty much goes along with everything else I just said. So you are totally, says, I witness the darkness. So I witness the darkness, or the judgment even in your judge, even this darkness, and call on the light with my prayer. Thank you, universe. So call on the light. So come to this place. Come to this place when you call on the light. Thank you, universe, for guiding me to perceive this fear through the eyes of the teacher of love. See, there you go. It's like, thank you for allowing me to be in this battle through this safe place instead of having to dwell in this. That's super fitting, actually. Joy is the ultimate creator. So there you go. I hope that resonates for you guys, Libra. That was awesome, actually, I think. I'm excited for you guys. Let me know in the comments what did and what didn't. I will, yeah, and, you know, be sure to like, comment, subscribe. If you don't already subscribe, I suggest you do. That way you don't miss out on any new content I put out. Also, yeah, and if you feel the need, you feel led to share this, please do. I mean, share this or any of my readings. Even if you feel like it might resonate for somebody, but they're not a Libra. They might have Libra in their charts, and they might feel called to watch it as well. So, yes. I believe that's it. So, yeah, I will see you guys next time. Thank you.